And then our style, formal and structured. However, by the same token, formal and structured lacks the ability to change. How true, how true. They love the feel of family at Glory Day, and I love Glory Day. I mean, those are the kind of comments that we got about who we are and our style. So there were, pages and pages worth of them. I just wanted to give you kind of a taste for it. Excellent comments, and I really appreciate the effort that everybody took to provide that kind of insight to us. And it will help all the council members have access to this, and obviously as we go about deliberating leadership for the church, we will factor as much as we can. Okay, so what? So what? As Paul says, so what are we to do? What are we to think about these things? All right. I think there's some what I call the big rocks. These are the ones that we really gotta take care of. You gotta find a pastor, senior pastor, get one now. Strengthen Sunday school. Press on with the middle school. Lay leadership, step up. Contemporary worship, liven it up. And then human sexuality. I'll put this one on there. However, I think your replies on the survey substantiate this. Remain calm. And so I have this. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. Is Anita? I don't see Anita Hamilton or Sheila May or Ruth is here. So the Brits will recognize what?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, the Brits will recognize this. World War II. Keep calm and carry on. This is my word to you at Glory Day for the foreseeable future, because we're still in transition. We've got a lot on our plate. We've got a lot of work that needs to be done. And so my bullet to you, especially on the human sexuality, is keep calm and carry on. This was from World War II. The government issued it to try and keep everybody under control, because there was, obviously Britain was right in the heart of all of that. Yeah, let's sink ships is another one. All right, so that's a big rock. I told you I was going to come back to this lay leadership. All right. We have some needs, and this is my one ad. And so I'm the guy that if you're interested, come to me and talk to me. But these are our vacancies. These are, on the left-hand side, Dan Singer has left. He's no longer doing fellowship events. It's just vacant.
He's still a member.
Yeah, he's still a member. I'm sorry. But he's left that building. And so that's vacant. The Columbarium Committee lead and members, I'm looking for folks to actually administer the Columbarium when we have it built, which will be in about the next 3 to 4 months. Audit Committee. We're supposed to have an audit committee. We have never had an audit committee. I'd like to have an audit committee. So keep that one in mind. If the numbers are sexy to you, come see me and we'll plug in there. The new reality. Here's the new reality. We don't have anybody right now other than our pastor focusing on those ministry leads. Our pastor does all of that. We should have people. I don't want to say that we want to reestablish the committee structure, but we want to put some leadership there to take some of the burden off of our pastors and council. Because basically, I'm doing that and Freeborn's doing this stuff along with our council members. Now, you can do it that way, but that's not why you hire council. You hire council to be planners, to be leaders, to figure out how to do things, to be conduits for the type of plans that you want to do, and then other people to actually execute those plans. But we don't have anybody in these ministry leads. Now, again, go to your annual report and see what's under each of these. And you'll probably see this again. I'll probably write a letter and bother you more on it. But there are any number of underneath these. For example, under the care ministry, diaconate is under there. Well, we have a diaconate lead. It's Leonard Mayo, and we have teams. So we don't necessarily need help there. But if you don't want to bite off being at the top of the ladder, maybe you'll bite off one of those little ministries underneath, either through participation or through leadership. Because some of those ministries, even underneath the lead, are just kind of sitting vacant. we do them as needs arise, and then we kind of back out and we move on to something else. So we're kind of going into that one, kind of doing what we can, then going out and moving, going over here, doing what we can. So we'd like to have some dedicated staffing. Those are some. The future Sunday school superintendent, I am not replacing Wayne. Wayne is leaving. He's going into the seminary next year. So I'm already looking on the horizon saying, I need a Sunday school superintendent. If you have that kind of a skill or talent, come talk to me and we'll work that. And I will tell you that Kelly, as the help coordinator, she's been doing that for years and years. She's looking for a change. She's not looking to back out of doing stuff at Glory Day, but as you know, you get stale in a job sometimes. And it's just not fun anymore. And she wants to do something else. She wants to be of service in another way. So Kelly has asked me to put that on there. If there's someone who wants to be the help coordinator, she would obviously be available to help you transition into that role. If you're interested, come see me. Okay, all of this, all of what we've talked about is going to be on the web. Hopefully by the 18th of August, which I believe is Wednesday. So this presentation, first one, the ministry site profile that we submitted to the Senate, you'll be able to access that as a PDF document. The survey details, you'll be able to see the charts that were put together by the team, which have all 27 or all 31 or all, every single one of the replies graphed out. And then a video of this presentation, hopefully if the camera has held up and not died on me along the way. We'll put a video and a link out on the pastoral call process. So you'll be able to relive the moments, as they say. Okay, so I want to leave you with a final thought. I opened with Cervantes about becoming and about where we're headed. Well, I'm going to end with Luther, because I have to have a Luther quote. If I don't, somebody will shoot me. But I could have had a Calvin quote.
Oh, yeah, that would all.
Yeah. Okay, so I love this quote from Luther. This is so, oh my gosh. And I did a little bit of research because I found the quote, but I had no idea, well, why did he say any of this? It was part of his rebuttal to the Pope, or the establishment, if you will, for the points where they were saying that he was heretical. So they said, you're a heretic because of all of these things. And he wrote a rebuttal to it, which was probably as long, if not longer, than the points that they raised to him. Embedded in there is this, and it's used quite often. But obviously it talks about the fact that we are in transition. We are always in transition. We are always moving forward and becoming. And I think that's so appropriate, especially for where we're at today in Glory Day. And then again, all does not gleam in glory, but all is being purified. As we work as a community of faith, this is how, if we have this mantra with the mission statements of evangelism and the koinonia, the kerygma, and the other one, to me, this strengthens me for the job at hand, and it is a task. So I leave that as a final thought, and I think that's all we have